Hey there and welcome. Whether you're returning or joining us for the first time, I'm glad you're here. Today, we are recovering a major development that could directly affect your Social Security benefits, and it's already creating a ripple across the country. This isn't just another political headline, it's something that could impact your income, your family, and the future of one of America's biggest programs. Former President Trump recently issued a new executive memorandum, not a law, not even a typical executive order, but a directive with real consequences. It's called Preventing Illegal Aliens from Obtaining Social Security Act Benefits. And while the title sounds intense, what's even more surprising is how fast things are moving. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, isn't just nodding along. They're all in. They've publicly backed the move and started implementing it already. The acting SSA commissioner, Leland Dudek, stated that the agency is committed to making sure benefits only go to those who are truly eligible. Now that might sound like a basic idea, but the way they're reinforcing it is anything but ordinary. We're seeing the start of a sweeping expansion inside the SSA with new fraud investigations, tighter checks, and major changes that could affect everyday people like you and me. Here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. First off, SSA is building a nationwide fraud enforcement team. The goal is to place dedicated prosecutors in at least 50 U.S. attorneys' offices by this October. That's not just paperwork. That's real court-level action happening fast. Second, the SSA is teaming up with the Department of Justice to dig deeper into fraud, especially in Medicare and Medicaid. They're focusing on regions with large undocumented populations. In other words, enforcement is no longer a concept. It's now a targeted mission involving high-level collaboration. There's also something called the Are You Alive project. And no, that's not a joke. Under this program, SSA is tracking wage activity tied to individuals who are listed as being over 100 years old. If someone shows up in the system as 103 and is somehow earning a paycheck today, yeah, that raises flags. Those cases are being fast-tracked straight to the Inspector General's office and possibly law enforcement. This push also ties back to a 2023 audit, which revealed something shocking. Millions of deceased people were still listed as alive in SSA records. That's not just an error. That's a gold mine for potential fraud. Now, under Trump's new directive, fixing this issue is a top priority. The SSA has also been asked to consider bringing back a financial penalty, something they haven't used much in recent years. If they move forward, we could see the return of a $10,000 civil fine for fraud. That means anyone caught abusing the system could face real financial consequences again, and that could happen soon. But it's not just individuals being scrutinized. State and local agencies are also under pressure now. If a local agency is caught giving benefits to someone who is ineligible or continuing payments to someone who is deceased, they could face legal or financial consequences. This marks a big shift. The entire system, from top to bottom, is being put under the microscope. Supporters of this policy argue it's about time. They say undocumented immigrants are draining billions from taxpayer-funded programs and that tightening the system protects its future. On the other hand, critics say this might be more political than practical. In fact, SSA's own data shows that less than 1% of benefits are paid out improperly. Critics also point out that many undocumented immigrants actually contribute to Social Security through payroll taxes, yet never receive benefits. No matter where you stand on the issue, there's one thing that's crystal clear. This affects real people, and as enforcement ramps up, even honest beneficiaries could get flagged by mistake. All it takes is a computer error or missing data, and your benefits could be delayed, or worse, stopped entirely. For someone living on a fixed income, even a short delay could mean missed rent, skipped medication, or falling behind on bills. That's why it's more important than ever to stay ahead of these changes and make sure your own records are up to date. Here, what you should do right now. First, Log into your SSA account at SSA.gov. Check your address, bank details, and earnings history. If anything looks off, especially income you didn't earn, report it immediately. Second, if you get a letter from SSA asking for documents or clarification, don't ignore it. Responding quickly could prevent delays or complications. Third, help your loved ones, especially elderly parents or grandparents, check their records too. Many older folks don't check these things regularly, and a small oversight could cause major issues. Social Security was created to be a safety net, but as the rules tighten, it's also becoming more complicated. The more you know, the better you can protect yourself and make sure you were not caught off guard by new policies or enforcement mistakes. So what do you think? Do you support the SSA's strict enforcement of this new directive? Or are you concerned that it might go too far and affect the people who need help the most? Let's talk about it in the comments. I read them all, and I genuinely want to hear how this impacts you or your family. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It helps others see this too. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a real, clear update on the issues that matter to you. No noise, no drama, just facts and actionable advice. Thanks so much for being here today. Take care of yourself, help your loved ones stay informed, and I'll be back soon with more updates. Until then, be well and stay alert.